Please make sure to subscribe and hit this bell icon and say all and save. And that's all you need so you don't miss my pretty face. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to your Capricorn Navamsa Rising video. And today we're going to discuss what happens when you have Capricorn rising in your Navamsa chart. And if, as always, if you do not know what ascendant you are in the birth chart, what ascendant you are in the Navamsa, all your other astrological details, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, as you all know, Navamsa chart is a divisional chart in Vedic astrology, which kind of shows us the internal you. It shows your married life. It shows the strength of your planets. It confirms the potentials of the birth chart through the use of the Navamsa. So it's very important. And obviously you guys might be wondering what happened to my live session today. I'm going to redo my live session on India's horoscope probably tomorrow or in a couple of days because I used the wrong date of birth. So everything was correct except the nakshatra placement of one planet was off, which makes a big difference. So I took it off and I will redo that in a couple of days. So first of all, in order for you to land into the Capricorn, Navamsa, you have to have earth, air, or water ascendant in the birth chart. So either you can have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius ascendant. You can have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn ascendant itself. Or you can have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces ascendant. And especially the second padha of a certain nakshatra will land you into the Capricorn Navamsa. So what happens is when you are a earth ascendant in the birth chart, an earth ascendant in the Navamsa, it, especially with Capricorn, brings a lot of stability within the person. It brings in a lot of interest towards business, money, income. But also such people become quite flirtatious as well. And at the same time, with this earth ascendant, one tends to find a lot of passion within the marriage and relationship. Like, see, some people may find balance in a relationship. Some may only encounter fights and bickering. Whenever earth ascendant turns into earth, especially movable like Capricorn to Capricorn. So let's say if you're Vargottama Capricorn, meaning you have Capricorn ascendant in the birth, Capricorn ascendant in the Navamsa, you experience the most passion out of all the zodiacs. You will fight, but you will know how to make up. You will laugh and then you will cry together. Actually, in my own experience, I have found that Capricorn Navamsa is one of the best Navamsas to have. These guys, they experience the stability of emotional connection. With Navamsa Capricorn, you experience the stability of emotions. But if let's say you have air going to Capricorn. Well, all your ideas are going to be put to use, to a practical use in later in life. All the, small little ideas you had with your friends, your siblings, your parents, everything that you wanted to accomplish, within the second half of life and within the context of the marriage, you'll be able to accomplish those goals. The information you have gathered, the need for information that you have in your beginning of life, that information will be put to a practical use in the second half or after marriage. And if you go from water to Capricorn, well, this shows that a person has the need to find themselves emotionally, connect with mother-like emotions in the beginning of life. And later on, they provide that stability of emotions within the marriage, and they experience that within their own life. They provide it and they get it. Like one is able to be emotional, but they're very stable with their emotions. They're very practical with their emotions. And their emotional intuition leads them to a high status. But if we look at the Capricorn ascendant itself, which obviously shows me that your marriage has a very strong emotional connection, especially if those emotional connection leads you to status. You can be very good at connecting with your better half. You can be very good at connecting with anybody in your life, as long as the end result is you getting a higher status. Now, that may sound selfish. That may sound like somebody being a gold digger. It may sound very fake, but it's not. You got to understand. For such people, stability is very important. But stability comes through status. When they have a title, when they're given a title, stability comes through there. So if, let's say, through marriage, they get all the support. They're emotionally very much connected with their spouse. But let's say this person stays from supervisor to a supervisor. They don't really go much up. They don't really do well. That's emotional stability is not really going to be realized with this person. No matter how much you support them emotionally, whether it's you or your spouse has this or someone else has this, they're not going to feel so stable in their life until they have their title next to them. So from supervisor, the person goes to district manager, goes to CEO, CFO like positions, president like title. Then you see them feel balanced. That's when they, are not only able to reciprocate the emotions, they're really able to provide you with everything that you want. So for a Capricorn person, status is important, title is important, and especially for them, service is very important. They have to service. Meaning, a person can be a CEO of a luxury car company. Let's say you could be a CEO of Bentley or Rolls-Royce. But they must give themselves into service to other on the side in order for them to feel happy about themselves. Meaning they want to be part of maybe feeding hungry children. They want to donate a lot of money. They want to open up some institution. They're in the service of public. However, such people are very loose and eccentric with their money. Like you will find such people might be investing 90% of their wealth in cryptocurrency. Such people may get their wealth divided. They may have to share that wealth either with the spouse or some family member. However, for such people, wealth without the service of others doesn't mean really much. For them, they're like, I don't care for wealth. It'll come when it comes. However, they do care for the status. There's a difference. They can be CEOs driving a Toyota, but they can't be a millionaire with no title in front of them. So that's very important to understand for a Capricorn person. They are very stingy with their wealth. They're very much kind of like, I don't know if you guys have watched anything like tiny homes, tiny houses. Like all these millennials are now wanting to go for minimalism and have the least amount of stuff to make them feel comfortable. Those are Capricorn people. Like I said, they're very eccentric with their wealth. You don't know if this person is all in or all out. And their communication style is very polite. Their communication style, becomes quite dreamy at times. As much as they come out as this person who is bossy and needs status and needs authority, on one-to-one relationships, in marriage and intimate communication, you can see the vulnerability of these people. They really have deep, deep anchors in their ship. They want to connect on a much deeper level. They may procrastinate a lot with their communication, but they're very deep with them. And the mother always provides stability to this person. Motherly figure has a very strong say in their life, throughout life. Even their spouse may seem like a motherly figure to them. And that's why this is one of the best ascendants to have, because your spouse, regardless of a male or female, your spouse will have this ability to provide you those motherly emotions that you seek. And the home is very, very simple. The home life is very simple. The interior of the home is very simple most of the time. Such people may go out with or go on to their life with the minimal amount of things. Because remember, this is where Mars and Sun are exalted. So Sun has the ability to burn things. Mars is a soldier who does not really care for much material needs. So it kind of loses their desire for having something. They are okay with having it, but they don't really need it. And they're very good intelligence-wise. They're extremely good when it comes to communicating with your partner or with their partner. They're very creative, very artistic. They actually love doing artistic things together. In order to make up or to solve any issues, they want to go out and paint. They want to go to musical concerts. They want to, play games with you, sports with you. But also, they are quite weak when it comes to dealing with debts. They are able to get into debts due to, impulsive shopping, spur of the moment shopping. And most of the debts is due to travel. such people have to travel. They usually always travel the world. And usually they have the most minimum amount of enemies. And when it comes to their actual spouse, like I said, spouse is very motherly, very emotionally connected, very seductive and sensual as well. Spouse is always giving ideas for businesses, especially business related to hospitality, nourishment, business related to healing. Spouse may also have, especially after marriage, a round body and a round face. Like they can usually gain weight, have a plump body. And such people are always somehow connected to regal royal families. Somehow they connected to, a family who themselves have strong status. They could have a strong status back in their homeland. Joint assets is one of the best qualities of this Navamsa. Your joint assets will increase and increase tremendously. No matter if such a planet is there or not, maybe a planet will slow it down, but it will always come, it will always increase. And such people have a very social view towards their religious and spiritual beliefs. For them, religion is all about, as long as the religion is helping in social justice, helping in social reform, that's what they want to believe in. Usually such people love believing in goddesses like, Mary or Durga and Kali. But the thing is, they're very very intelligent in terms of why they picked a certain religion to believe in, why they rejected their own religion or belief system. They can intelligently assess why a certain belief system works and doesn't work. And they will always find admiration, beauty within their marriage and their reputation. They always get linked to creativity, arts, through their marriage. And people usually always think that this is probably the happiest couple out there. But one thing we see is that they will always tend to have a karmic relationship with either their professional network circles, karmic relationships with, large organizations, or their elder sibling. There always is. One of the three will always be there. And such people are very intuitive. They have very high hopes for the world. And usually such people, especially later in life, get dreams of gurus and teachers and counselors. Their expenses may go towards travel. Like I said, their debt comes through travel. Their expenses may also go into travels. They may go into religious activities, philosophical activities. They usually have a knack for teaching later in life. They love to, that's like one of their natural talent through marriage. Even if you've never been a teacher, they'll be like, I can teach. Maybe I should teach something. So overall, this is, the Capricorn ascendant, but like I said, with the placement of a planet, it will really just show immediately what is happening, within the context of the marriage or a person's second half of life. Okay. So I hope this has helped and given some insights into Navamsa. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you're wanting to see your Navamsa, go to astrologycares.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.